This daily trading pattern has made my trading so unbelievably simple, and it takes advantage of the first hour of the market open. It helps me to understand, one, when to actually take a trade, two, the level of where to take a trade, and three, most importantly, where the market is headed next. After trading this strategy for years and teaching it to hundreds of people, I can confidently say that this strategy alone is profoundly changing the way that people trade in today's markets while still being stupidly simple. The strategy is called the 4-hour power of 3, and in this video I'm going to explain it in just 3 simple steps, and shortly after I'm going to show you exactly how to execute it in live time. My name's Jack. I've been participating in the derivatives market since COVID, and in this video we're going to explain how I'm able to use this strategy on a very consistent basis to have made over 6 figures in prop firm payouts, coming up on 7 here very soon, and how you can use it to do the exact same thing. The 3 steps of this strategy are going to be happening on 3 different time frames. The first time frame being the 4-hour, the second time frame going to be the 15-minute, and the third time frame is going to be the 1-minute. Our chart isn't going to be full with technical indicators. We're actually not going to use a single indicator. The only thing that we're doing is trading price action, working our way down from the high time frame to the lower time frame to determine exactly when and where we should enter our position. Quick edit in, we are going to use one indicator, but all it does is it pops our 4-hour candle next to our lower time frame we're trading on. It's not VWAP, it's not MACD. All it is a high time frame candlestick next to the lower time frame. It just makes it so we don't have to switch between 10 different charts at one time. So the first thing you want to do is go over to TradingView of your platform and select the asset you want to trade. In my personal opinion, this strategy works best with NQ. However, it is a pretty universal concept. So we're going to select NQ here. We're going to go over to our time frames, and we're going to make sure we scroll down to select the 4-hour time frame. Okay. Now that we are on this higher time frame chart, what we want to do is we want to observe the anatomy of the majority of these 4-hour candlesticks. So what we can see with pretty much every single candlestick is that price will open, make a top wick, make a bottom wick, and close. That's pretty universal for every single candlestick. Very rarely, like this one right here, this was because of SpaceX IPO news, will you ever see a 4-hour candle without a top or without a bottom wick. So what we need to do is identify what is the actual anatomy of a candlestick. Now, this generally applies to more than just the 4-hour candlestick. This is a fractal concept, so technically this applies on every single time frame, but for trading purposes and time-based trading purposes, it's so important that we do use the 4-hour candlestick. So like I said, every single candlestick in the market will have 3 parts to it, right? It will have a bottom wick, it's going to have a top wick, and it's going to have a candle body, okay? Now, these things will happen in correlated steps. If the candlestick is going to be bullish, then we will first obviously open. Then the second thing we're going to do is we're going to push down to make the low or the bottom wick of that candlestick. Then third, we're going to push higher all the way to make the top wick. And fourth and finally, we are going to close. So every single candlestick moves in a 4-step process: open, low, high, close. Now, if we're bearish, it's going to do the exact opposite. So let's do that scenario. If we are bearish, we're first going to open. Then 2, we're going to make the high. Then 3, we're going to go make the low. And then 4, we're going to close. Open, high, low, close. Okay? This is the anatomy of a candlestick, and we need to understand this for the 4-hour specifically. So simply put, with a bearish bias, all you want to do is see a top wick of the 4-hour candle get put in before you short. If you're bullish, all you want to do is see the bottom wick of a 4-hour candle be put in before you long. Now, real quick, before we do continue, I do actually want to show you guys proof that I use this strategy and it does work. And I've been taking actual payouts to my bank account with prop firms. A lot of people in the space aren't very transparent with this kind of stuff. So let's just look at one out of the many prop firms that I trade. This is Take Profit Trader. This is my wallet. I'm going to go ahead and refresh the page here. Obviously, that's my name here. You can see 528 all the way down, 520. These are all the payouts I've gotten specifically from trading the 4-hour power of 3. Okay, you can see this goes all the way down 519, 56. payouts just continue to go. And again, this is from trading the 4-hour power of 3. Now, if you're lucky enough to be watching this video before the dates June 14th or 15th, I am hosting a completely free 2-day workshop on this exact strategy, going over everything you need to master both the entry model itself and also how to master prop firm diversification. Because simply put, you cannot have one without the other and have multiple 6 figures in payouts. That's just not how the game works. So if you want to learn how I've mastered both of those in my exact process for each of them in a free 2-day workshop where I'm also live executing, you can go ahead and click the first link down below. If it's past those dates, I'm going to put another resource down there that you guys can also refer to. With that being said, let's go ahead and get into the second step. All I ask in return with that stuff is you just subscribe and like the video. I'd really appreciate it. So let's get into step 2 here. Now, we're actually going to go out of order with the steps here. We're not going to go fully from high time frame to low time frame. To explain this entry model and the concept properly, we need to go to what our 1-minute time frame is going to look like. Okay? With every candlestick, the anatomy I just explained, step 1, 2, 3, and 4 for a bullish candle. Let's make this green just so you guys can know if this is bullish. There needs to be a correlated lower time frame makeup of that candlestick. That might sound a little confusing, but it's literally, what does the low time frame look like of a high time frame candlestick? Okay? And this is what it is. It's called the power of 3. So on the 1-minute time frame, what this candlestick looks like is accumulation, which is sideways movement, otherwise known as consolidation, a manipulation or a fake out, and then distribution. Okay, and then eventually, once we make the high, usually we consolidate a bit at the close as well. Okay, this is our power of 3. Again, accumulation, manipulation, and distribution to the upside. Now, what does this mean? How do we correlate this? How do we know when this stuff is going to happen? Okay, it's actually correlated with the steps of this candlestick. So step 1 is we open. Just before the opening of that candlestick, or just after, kind of both, a little bit in between, we are going to see price start to accumulate or move sideways. So step 1 is open. We need to already see some accumulation or build some accumulation. Once we have spotted that sideways tight range, or the accumulation, we will then see a manipulation, which is going to be a liquidity sweep or just a push lower below the accumulation lows. Okay, it will look like somewhat of a false breakout. You know not to trust this because all this manipulation here is doing is step 2. It's putting in the low of the 4-hour candle. So step 1, you open and accumulate. Step 2, you put in the low of the 4-hour candle and manipulate. Step 3 is just pushing higher to make the whole candlestick. And we can actually pretty much stop there because all we care about is catching the distribution and trading the upwards movement of the entire 4-hour candlestick. That's why this strategy is so important, because you can catch the entire move of a high time frame candle, but on the low time frame. Okay? So all we're doing is usually waiting for some sort of entry confirmation, which is also on the lower time frame, a break of a high, inversion fair value gap, change in state of delivery. We can get to that in a minute. But before we know how we're actually going to catch this, we need to determine step 3, which is how do we know where price is actually going to reverse? And that's where we drop into that 15-minute time frame. Now, I will say our A+ setup is going to be on the 15-minute time frame. However, you have to use context, meaning it could potentially be a 1 hour, it could potentially be a 5-minute, or it could potentially be a 4-hour or a daily. Now, that's not complicating the strategy at all. Typically, the only time we're going to do that is when we don't have a 15-minute. Now, it isn't some complicated thing that we're looking for. Literally, all we are looking for is the nearest 15-minute fair value gap closest to price. So generally, what's going to happen in this market is we're going to accumulate for long enough to form a 15-minute gap directly below price. If we see that, if we see accumulation in a 15-minute gap formed, we know once price taps into that 15-minute gap, that's likely where price is going to stop and reverse. We're going to reverse out of that 15-minute gap. Again, you use another time frame if there isn't a 15-minute gap. If there's not a 15-minute gap, but say there is an hourly gap just below price, then you would use the hourly gap, okay? If there's no hourly, no 4-hour gap, no 15-minute, then you might be able to use a 5-minute. But generally, 15-minute fair value gaps are going to be the reversal point of interest for these majority of the time, okay? Now that you have the structure of what this looks like, let's actually go and look at examples that I have live executed. And here's where that indicator comes in. Instead of having to look at that 4-hour candle, just go to indicators, look up HTF power of 3. I'm not even affiliated with this indicator. It's just the free one that I use. So you're going to see that 4-hour candle right beside you. Go to settings, go to inputs, make sure it's on the 4-hour time frame. And then you can switch to your lower time frame, which is the 1 minute where you can start executing. Also, I'd like to say at the bottom of the screen, my time zone is UTC on TradingView. So if you'd like to go to this trade, backtest, follow along, you can go ahead and look at that timestamp there. I've gotten some requests to do that. So there that is. The first thing you're going to do is you are going to mark out the time, which is 10 a.m. Eastern, okay? Why is this significant? This is 30 minutes after the US stock market actually opens for trading. It is also when a brand new 4-hour candle opens. As you can see, if we go bar replay, we're still on the last 4-hour candle at 10 a.m. Eastern. That new one's going to open there, okay? Now, this is a scenario where we did have news pretty much directly at 10 a.m. In those scenarios, you'll see most of the accumulation usually before, but again, it can be before, kind of during that open, or just slightly after. All right. So the first thing we see in this environment right here is accumulation of price, right? Price is moving sideways relative to what it was doing before, right? We're not trending up. We're not trending down. We are moving sideways. And in this scenario, we are very bearish because of a lot of other confluences. We're not going to take 30 minutes to go a full top down on this trade. Those other videos on my channel about that. But anyways, we have accumulation of price right here. I'm going to the 15-minute time frame, looking for a nearest fair value gap, closest to price, closest to that accumulation range. And lucky us, we can already see there's a 15-minute fair value gap right there. So what am I going to do? I'm going to go back to the 1-minute time frame, and I'm going to wait for price to tap into this 15-minute gap. I'm not going to short before that moment happens. A lot of people are going to get caught up here because they're not trading with this 4-hour candle. They might just be pattern trading a PO3. So they see, oh, accumulation, we manipulated out this high and we got an IFEG. I'm going to go ahead and enter my position short there. But they would got stopped out because they're not trading this in a time-based manner. They're just pattern trading a power of 3. So what do? We immediately see price tap into this 15-minute fair value gap we have marked out. All we're doing is waiting for some sort of entry confirmation, okay? So right here, we get that. This right here would be considered a change in the state of delivery. You could also consider it a break of structure if that's what you trade. Anyways, we have our entry confirmation, which is literally just a candle body closure below the opening price of the start of that leg to the upside. We're going to go short here. I love to place my stop loss at the high of the 4-hour candlestick, and then I can ride my trade down to draws on liquidity. So I can see we have a ton of draws down here we haven't hit. We have some internal highs here. We have some other highs here. So I'm going to go ahead and ride that down to these, taking my base hit trade, and let's see how it plays out here. And right to the target. Very, very quickly, very swift moves on these. Now, real quickly, I want to show you another example of one that isn't a 15-minute gap and actually give you the context behind it. This is also what your executions can look like once you have enough prop firm diversification, enough prop firm accounts to try top and bottom ticks. This strategy makes it very easy to try that as well. I wouldn't recommend it until you get the confirmation setups down, but this is one of my trades from last week that I hit. As you can see, literally the bottom tick, 720 ticks pretty instantly there. And this is a Take Profit Pro account. So let's go over this trade and see how to execute it without a 15-minute gap. So this is Wednesday, May 20th first off, we can already see that we are forming our accumulation. In this scenario, we were very, very bearish on this market. So this top wick doesn't mean I'm going to short. We're still trading with our bias. So we have our accumulation right here. What we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to zoom out to the 15-minute time frame. Okay. What I can see here is we don't have any 15-minute gaps close to price that we haven't already mitigated, meaning we haven't already tapped into. That means there's no new liquidity. The area can be respected, but if you tap back into it, you're not really grabbing new liquidity. So we had already previously tapped into this 15-minute. We already previously tapped into this 15-minute. So that's not really something that I'm going to watch, right? Because there's not a brand new 15-minute fair value gap close to price that hasn't been touched. What I'm going to do is I'm going to push onto the hourly time frame. Okay, I can see on the hourly there's one right here we haven't tapped into. And if I go to the 4-hour, there also is a 4-hour gap. So we can kind of take both of these as our point of interest for manipulation. If we get this one, great. At the very least, we want to see the 4-hour gap tapped into because it's kind of just above that 1-hour gap. But as you can see, all you're doing is using context. If you don't see the 15-minute gap there, switch to the higher time frames. Worst case, if they're not in the higher time frames, you want to see a 5-minute gap. But anyways, our accumulation when the 4-hour candle opens, we can see our manipulation, right, into our points of interest here, putting in the low of the 4-hour candle, right? So literally just 3 steps: accumulation, manipulation, put in the low of the 4-hour candle into the gap. And again, if you want to try entries there, you can. It's a little more risky, but again, you can do that when you're well diversified. However, my entry here likely would have been off of this candlestick to the upside. As you can see here, we inversed all of the imbalanced price action, meaning all of the fair value gaps on the 1-minute time frame when we push that to the upside. So we get our entry there. Stop loss is the same at the low of the 4-hour. And we have a clear high that we do want to target right here. If I wanted to leave some runners, I could, but we have well over a 1.3 risk to reward. This does run higher, but that was my confirmation entry. As you can see, the strategy is extremely simple. It's literally just the lower time frame genetic makeup of a higher time frame candlestick, but you add narrative to it by having a point of interest that price is actually going to react off of. And again, this isn't just some random strategy that I turn profitable with and make money with. I've taught this to hundreds of students, literally the exact same process. And a lot of my students are hitting 40 to 50K months and have set literal records on prop firm leaderboards. This is Dan, live funded trader with Bull Knox. This is an 18K payout, a 10K payout. This is Jay, top 100 trader at Apex Trader Funding, which is an insane feat, biggest prop firm in the entire space. This is Tyler, him getting my free guides literally a year ago, and that is a 50K account taken to over a 106K account balance. Biggest payout for the month on Elite Trader Funding. I think it was like over 47 grand. Anyways, point being, I am teaching all of this in my live workshop on June 14th and the 15th at 8 p.m. Eastern. So if you're free during that time, I would highly recommend you go and click the first link in the description and register for this. Again, if you're watching it past that date, don't worry. I'm going to also link another resource that guarantees profitability to you guys as well. I hope you guys all enjoyed this video and saw a ton of value out of this. I try to simplify the process as much as I can because that's actually what makes profitable trading easy. So leave a comment if you have any questions or have anything you want me to go over maybe in the next video. Leave a comment, like the video, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one.